Victor Newman, the patriarch of the young and the restless, has built an empire in Genoa City through manipulation, power, and ruthless business tactics. Over the years, he's become a formidable force that no one dares to cross without facing significant consequences. While many characters have tried and failed to defeat Victor, there is one key that's been overlooked: understanding his deep need for control and playing into it. This could be the one strategy that could truly weaken his grip on the city and his family. Victor's main source of power comes from his ability to manipulate others and maintain control over every aspect of his empire. He's built a legacy, not just in business, but also within the Newman family. His children, especially Victoria and Adam, have often been pawns in his game, and his relationship with his ex-wife Nikki has seen its fair share of manipulation as well. Victor's control stems from his strategic mind and his ability to stay one step ahead of those around him. However, this same need for control can also be his downfall if only someone could recognize and exploit it. The key to defeating Victor is to recognize that his power is rooted in his need to always be in charge and his obsessive need to protect his legacy. He isn't just trying to maintain control over Newman Enterprises, but over his family as well. If someone could get close enough to challenge his authority, they could undermine his entire foundation. Instead of directly attacking his business or undermining his actions, the right approach would be to challenge his sense of superiority and control over his family. Victoria Newman has been a constant rival to her father, but she's always done so with respect for his authority, even if she questions his methods. If Victoria were to fully break away and form her own alliance with others who have been wronged by Victor, such as Adam or even Billy, they could start to shift the balance of power in their favor. However, what they fail to realize is that Victor's greatest weakness is his need for control within his family. If they turn his own children against him, it could weaken his power significantly. Another aspect that's often ignored is Victor's deep insecurities. Despite his tough exterior, Victor has always been a man who fears losing his legacy, losing control, and losing his family's respect. In many ways, his actions are driven by an overwhelming need to ensure that he remains the top dog in every aspect of his life. If anyone were to successfully tap into those fears and use them against him, they could start to dismantle his empire piece by piece. Instead of continuing to try to fight Victor on a surface level, characters should focus on the emotional vulnerabilities that Victor has carefully hidden. His pride, the need to maintain his public image, and the fear of losing his family's loyalty could be the chinks in his armor. If someone were to expose these weaknesses, they would have a far greater chance of taking him down, not by force or cunning business moves, but by leveraging his own emotions against him. In addition, Victor's biggest blind spot is his overconfidence in his ability to manipulate those around him. He underestimates people, assuming they can be easily controlled or bought. This arrogance has led to many of his mistakes in the past, but it's also the perfect opening for someone who is willing to challenge him in ways he's not prepared for. By outsmarting him and using his own tactics against him, someone could make him believe that he's still in control, all while pulling the rug out from under him. It's not about being more ruthless or playing Victor's game better, but about understanding him on a deeper level. Understanding his need for control, his fear of losing his empire, and the fact that he's too proud to admit his vulnerabilities could give anyone the upper hand. By focusing on those aspects of his personality, someone can defeat Victor not through power or intimidation, but by shifting his worldview, making him question his actions and his legacy. Ultimately, the key to defeating Victor is to not fight fire with fire. Instead, it's about getting inside his mind and playing the long game, all while recognizing his need for control and exploiting his insecurities. If this approach is taken, it might finally be the way to outsmart the master manipulator of Genoa City.